So hey everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel. In this video, we are going to cover another problem in our DSA series. That is how to convert a number in any given base to any other required base. So in the previous videos, we have already dealt with problems like how to interconvert between number systems like decimal, octal, hexadecimal, and binary. So here, this video is going to be a generalized video for those problems and where we can figure out how to convert any given base to any other given base. So there are multiple approaches for this particular problem. So the first one is that you can go by the pure logic and solve it accordingly. So this logic is written in these 2 points, which I will explain later. And another logic is that you can convert it into an intermediate number system. Then from that intermediate number system, you can convert it back to the required number system. So here it is the second approach where we can convert the given number a, which is given in any given base. We can convert it into decimal number system because that is the number system which we are most familiar with. Then from the decimal number system, we can convert it into the required given base. So that will be our easiest approach to solve this problem. First, convert it into decimal, then convert the decimal into given base. So for that, we need some of the prerequisite knowledge of how to convert any number into a particular base, how to convert decimal number to a given base, and how to convert any given base to decimal. So that we will see over here. So to convert decimal into any given base, we have to divide the remainder, or we have to divide the number by the base of the given number. We have to divide the given decimal number by the base of the number that we are trying to convert it into, then extract the remainder. At every step, extract the remainder until the number not is equal to 0 or greater than 0. Then multiply the remainder with the place value. What is the place value? Place value is the power of 10 because we are trying to convert it from decimal. So that's why the place value will be power of 10. So that is our simple logic to convert any decimal number to any given base. So the code for this will be, we will be given a number n that will be in decimal, and we will be given a base that is octal or binary or any given base. So we can simply just extract the remainder by dividing the number recursively with the base of the number that we are trying to convert it into, then multiply the remainder with the place value that is power of 10. Then we can get the required number in our required base. We can convert the given decimal number into a given base. So that is our logic for converting decimal to any base. Now for any base to decimal, if you remember the previous videos, what we were trying to do, we were dividing the number recursively by 10. Why 10? Because we are trying to convert it back into the decimal number system. So the number that we divide it with is the base of the number that we are trying to convert it into. So if you notice the pattern over here, we were dividing it by the base of the second number system over here. Why? Because we have to convert it into that particular base. So that's why we were dividing it with base. And here also we are dividing it with 10 because we need to convert it back into decimal. So that's why we need to you can just add a power variable over here and add the increment values of the power. So that will be the place value for this particular problem. So here, if you remember in the decimal to any base problem, the place value was power of 10 because the given number was in decimal number system. So that's why the place value was power of 10. And in the second approach of any base to decimal, the place value is base to the power something because we are not given the base of the number system. So if you notice the logic, we can crack this complex looking 2 points for converting base 1 to base 2. So the first thing is that you need to divide the base 1 number system, that is the first number system that you are given, by the base of second number or the base that you are trying to convert it into, and keep the remainders. Then what is the place value that you need? The place value will be the power of the first number system that you are trying to convert it into second number system. So getting my point? So the super simple logic that you have to remember is that you have to divide the number by the base you are trying to convert it into, and you have to multiply the place value with the power of the base that you are converting from, that your original number is from. So that is our super simple logic. So instead of implementing this particular logic from scratch, it is easier for us to convert it into decimal than converting the decimal number into a given base. So this diagram will be helping you to understand this particular problem. So we are given a number in an unknown base, which can be any base like base 2, base 3, base 4. This octal number system, binary number system, hexadecimal system are popular because they are used quite a lot. But there can be any given base for any given number system. Suppose there can be base 3, base 4, base 5 number system as well. But as we don't popularly use them, so we don't have a name for them. So here this problem can convert any given base to any other given base. So what is the code for that? So first we need to get the value in decimal, then we need to get the value in our required base. So that will be our particular approach for this problem. And please remember that I have not considered the base above 10 in this problem because that will be quite complicated to handle the character values that comes in the hexadecimal number system to manage it with the all the other stuff. So that's why for simplicity purpose, the base of the both number systems will be less than equal to 10. So let's move into the code editor and code out the problem. So here we are given a problem that is how to convert any base to any base. So here I have written two functions that is toDecimal. So our first step is to convert the number from the base 1 to decimal, then convert from decimal to base 2. So we have to write the logic for this base 1 to decimal and decimal to base 2. And we are quite familiar with it. So we can actually implement it without any issue because we know how to convert from any given base to decimal number system. So first thing is that we need a power variable which will be initialized with 1. Then we need a while loop and it will continue until the number is not greater than 0. So we cannot take while loop over here because we are given the number in form of string. So what we can do is that we can parse the string from the right hand side because in that way we can directly extract the remainder without the need to dividing it with the given base. So I hope you are getting my point. So we will start from int I is equal to number dot length minus 1. So that will be the last index of the string, the number string, the original number string that we have been given. Then we have to traverse till 0 until the very last digit we have to fetch. Then I minus minus because we are going from right to the left. Then we extract the digit by using the caret function of the string where we can extract a character and then minus or subtract it with the ASCII value of 0 so that we can get the number in integer form. Then we need to add the result to the, then we can add the digit multiplied by the place value and then add it up to the result. Then we have to increment the power with the power of 10 because, or sorry, we have to increment the power with the power of base because when we try to convert any given base to any other given base, the place value or the power of the place value increases by the second number system. Here, second number is system is the given base, and the first number system is to convert the number from decimal. So here, that's why we need to keep this in mind. So I think it can be yes, it will be 10 over here because the base of the number system is will be 10 because we will pass the base over here in this parameter base 1. We will pass the value as 10 because the base of the decimal system is 10. So we will pass the value 10 over here and then we can convert it into decimal number system. So here we have multiplied the power with the base so that we can get the next place value in the next iteration. So that pretty much sums up our problem for the given number to decimal part. Then we have to convert the decimal to the given base. So here the first thing we have to do is to handle the edge case that when the number is equal to 0, simply return 0. And here we have to return in form of string. So we have to return a 0 string. Then we have to create a string builder object so that we can actually build the number in that particular base, so which can exceed the integer value. So that's why we are using the string builder object. Then we can use the while loop while the decimal number is not is equal to 0. We can continue our loop where we have to extract the remainder at every stage. And how can we extract the remainder? We have to extract the remainder by dividing the number with the given base. So that's why we are using this base over here. And then we have to append the character with the string builder value or the string builder object. So first we need to typecast the integer value to character, then add the zero character to the remainder so that it converts the integer into string. So here instead of remainder we have to write the digit. So then we have to convert the reduce the number so that we can get the reduced number in the next iteration. Here also I forgot to reduce the number. So you can reduce the number. No, sorry. Here we don't need that because we were given a string which we were extracting the digits from right to left. So here we don't need that. So we have to return the string builder object in reversed form. If you remember, why reversed? Because the string that we got from the remainder uh, was in reversed form. We were adding the place value, multiplying the place value to convert it into the equivalent number in the given base. But when we are using the string builder, we just have to reverse it and then return it in string form. So that pretty much solves everything about our problem. So now let me run the code and check if it is running correct and passing all the test case. So here you can see, let me match it with the expected output in the problem. So here all the outputs are matching, as you can see over here. All the outputs are matching. So that's it for this video. If you have any doubts related to this video or any previous video, you can ask me in the comments. I will be happy to answer your questions. So till then, keep learning. Thank you.